trip with a epic, monumentous pile of fish. Just an avalanche of fat red snapper, fat red grouper, some big pelagics, lots of nice size mangrove snapper, plenty of heads and tails. Just a tremendous catch for this massive pile of fish. Looks like you guys slayed it, huh?
We had a really good trip. I haven't run a 44-hour in a long time, and we got out there, started fishing around 8 o'clock, and the mangrove snappers were chewing. They chewed all night long. We caught a ton of mangroves throughout the night, and then stepped out into the deeper water for the red snapper. It was started out a little slow for us, but we just stayed the course and kept after them, and were able to put together a really nice catch. A limit of red snappers for 50 people. A lot of big red snappers mixed in. Not mixed in, they're right out in front of us.
Yeah, it seems like you guys had a really big average size and a really stellar catch, huh?
Great grade of red snappers, good quantity on the mangroves, a decent amount of red groupers, some handful of really nice scamps, and just a steady bite. We only had like one little lull in the morning where we a couple dud spots, but other than that, we were catching fish the entire trip.
So with the calm winds, calm sea conditions, the full moon, you didn't get that midday doldrums going on this trip?
No, that's when we started kind of banging these big red snapper. Was right in the middle of the day. It was the 9 to 12 was a little tricky for us.
So a little earlier in the day, not so much midday, but
it may have had more to do with we had current in the wind and some tricky anchoring conditions, and may have been the depth, but in any event, we changed areas, changed depth, and put a hurting on the fish.
Looks like some really big fat red grouper in the pile too, huh?
Yeah, we got a handful of them. They came up with the red snapper.
Nice. What was the hot bait this trip?
Bonita.
Bonita strips?
Bonita strips of
squid
and bonita.
So strips of dead bait, squid, bonita, hot bait again.
For the red snapper.
For the red snapper. What about the red grouper?
Same thing. Like I said, they came up with the red snapper.
Nice.
And, nice big strip of bait.
All right, so big strip cut dead bait working really well for red grouper, red snapper. What about scamp? Still the small pinfish in your opinion?
That's always the best. I don't recall what they were caught on this trip. There was so much going on with just so many fish we were working.
Yeah. Hey, Will. What about these pelagics? Do you guys remember what they were caught on?
Kingfish was incidental, and I'm pretty sure I heard squid on the bottom.
Squid on the bottom for the tuna?
Yeah.
Really?
He was probably dropping
and
it
possibly
down.
even the kingfish too.
Oh, okay, so both incidental pelagic catches, but that's cool, man. Some big fish. Looks like another stellar trip for sure.
Yeah, great trip.
Awesome, man.
We've been seeing sailfish out.
Been seeing sailfish? Nice. Big pile of fish. Mountain. Definitely another stellar trip and a great catch on this 44-hour full moon trip. Check out our live stream tonight if you want to learn how to catch more of these fish, hear more about the trip, and talk a little bit more about tips, tricks, and more. Join us tonight for that live stream show. That's going to happen at 7:30 p.m. Every Sunday night, we give away lots of free trips. We talk about fishing, talk about the weather, answer your questions, and more. So join us tonight for that live stream show, and it's every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. for that live stream show. We'll now talk a little bit about the weather and show you guys this beautiful sunrise view. Absolutely beautiful this morning as we get ready to head out on our 10-hour all day. And the offshore long range forecast, look at that, it does not get any better. Super calm conditions all the way through the next 10 days. Absolutely beautiful, stellar weather, less than a foot, less than 10 miles an hour. So absolutely gorgeous conditions, great weather, and stellar fishing going on right now inside Johns Pass at Hubbard's Marina. It's a great time to get out here and do some red snapper catching, some red grouper catching, scamp grouper, mangroves, and much more. Plus, keep in mind, y'all, near shore, we're seeing some nice lanes, a few nice mangroves, a couple keeper red grouper. Inshore, we're seeing those snook acting pretty heavily. There was a lot of snook stacked up this morning as this boat backed in. We've got a lot of mangrove snapper around, a handful of sheep's head still, surprisingly. Saw quite a few sheep's head this morning around the dock. We got a few pompano out on the beaches, some flounder. It's a great opportunity to get out there and catch them up. Don't forget, y'all, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. We had a great Final Friday event this past Friday. We're going to have another one July 28th. We hope to see you out for that. Check out our TikTok page. We posted some cool videos from Final Friday. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, Snapchat, all those different places, along with, of course, Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and Trovo. Hopefully we'll see you tonight for that live stream show at 7:30 p.m. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. We've got great weather, great fishing, tons of opportunities for fun in the sun. Besides fishing, we got dolphin tours, island trips, shelling, snorkeling, so much more to do out here on the water. Don't be fooled by the imitation. Come fishing with the best. Hubbard's Marina voted #1 fishing charter in the entire country. Come find out why.